meeting is fine.
However, I lost my train of thought now. Like, what do you call it? However, look, last night obviously as much as I have enmity between me and Razi, I was being fair to him. When he retracted the Deobandi reference, I said, yeah, he did. And even at the end of the stream when the brother was saying it, I was like, look, we've got to be fair to him. He retracted that statement. It took time, but he retracted the statement. The issue is, and the stream that we had last night was based upon the narrative of Mirza Gulam.
Yeah.
Because you believe these specific things about it, because this is what Mirza Gulam taught you.
Yeah.
So this is what we've been asking. We were like, okay, Taib, the Muslims have engaged with you about the death of Isa alayhi salam from the Quran and the Sunnah. We've done that.
Yeah, but we've given answers.
No, but we've given you our answers as well.
Yes.
The only thing, in terms of the death of Isa alayhi salam, the only thing that has not been discussed between the Muslims and the Ahmadis.
So why can't you accept what we say? Because we accept what you say.
No, you don't accept what we say. You challenge what we say.
Yeah, we challenge us.
Well, of course, no, but you don't accept it.
We leave you at peace. We don't go and start attacking you. We don't say that you...
Oh no, but of course you do.
How?
Look, you have to, if you believe in...
We say you are Muslim.
No. This is what you say, but if you believe in Mirza Gulam, then you have to say that we are kafir. Because he said that. He said that whoever rejects him is a kafir, and that's the least of the things he says.
It depends, because what it is, there are some people, what they do is, they go against...
Look, we know, no. We know, look, he gives what's it called, the excuse, right? The word escaped me. But he gives the excuse in the same ways. He's saying, oh, you are a kafir if you came to the knowledge of Mirza Gulam and you rejected him, right? It's the same. This is the same thing we say.
No, actually, Mirza Gulam, if I read all this, his book, I wrote it. He was saying any person who believed to be a prophet after reading this book, this ayah of Khatamun Nabiyyin,
he is a kafir.
He's a murtad.
Yeah.
But after a few lines, he was saying, I am, because Allah told me.
Yeah.
Only Shaitan told him, only Shaitan told him.
No. But this is what I'm saying to him is like, the thing is, we've read the book, so I haven't read the Urdu, obviously.
What I'm saying is his knowledge is...
Imtiaz catches on.
Imtiaz so much knowledge.
Every single one of us on that panel.
Ibn Hazm, what he does is look at the Quranic verses and the wordings, and he starts understanding and sees what...
Of course, because he goes into the Arab and everything, okay?
Yes.
The issue here is, look.
But the problem is with
Imtiaz,
he doesn't really understand it.
No.
He just listens to all these allegations.
No. Imtiaz knows. Imtiaz knows as well. Imtiaz knows as well, right? However, we allow every single person on the panel has a specific area that they are well read in. Muhammad Imtiaz, he's got good knowledge in the Arabic language, but why would he speak about the Arabic language when there is a member on the panel that has much more knowledge?
No, because the thing is, Ibn Hazm, his understanding of Islam is different to what Imtiaz does.
No.
Imtiaz's understanding is different.
No, it's the same.
Because they're different Sunnis.
No, they're the same.
One is from Algeria, the other one is from Pakistan. Or wherever it's from.
Same belief.
So their understanding of the Quran and Hadith
it's the same. It's not. It's the same. Sure. Even yesterday, do you know when we were going to quote the Hadith, right? There was a Hadith that was going to be quoted.
Ahmediya is only one.
No, there isn't. Come on. No. There isn't. You have 11 different sects. Each sect has a different belief. Come on. You're speaking to someone that has been dealing with this subject for 3 years, right? I'm not a layman. I'm not someone else.
How many Sunni sects are there?
How many Sunni sects?
Yeah.
There are multiple, right? Many. I don't know the exact number. But it doesn't matter. The thing is,
30?
I don't know. I'm not going to give you a number. The
30,
issue is,
34,
no,
32?
look, the issue here is that our core belief is the same, right? Your core belief is not the same.
No.
Forget about the 11 sects, right? Just between you and the Lahoris, it's different on the very nature, right?
Some Sunni believe that Jesus was put on the cross.
Shia believe.
No.
What he said?
He said some Sunni sects believe that Isa was put on the cross. That's not true.
No. Only Shia. Shia does that.
Allah is everywhere.
Shia does that. Shia does that.
You need to read the books of Aqidah from these more vividly.
Okay.
Here's the thing. No.
Can a
Oh,
prophet
no.
come after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
No.
No.
Some Sunnis believe that they can.
No.
Because back in the day, Sunnis used to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bring the messenger, bring us that Messiah, bring us that
No.
Muhammad.
But
See, the thing is-
they were
They
not
used to always
Sunni.
recognize him as a messenger.
They were not Sunni.
Yeah.
They actually
cold
were
now.
people like they were your people. Actually, they were divided. It's Muslim. We don't have this.
I'm going to tell you
They're
now.
not sect.
I'm going to tell you now.
Group,
Right,
know,
listen.
separate
I'm going to go back. I'm not going to digress, right? I'm going to go back on the stream because the stream yesterday was based on your aqidah, okay? And like I said, if you did you watch all the way to the end?
Yeah, I watched it.
Right. So at the end, what did I say? I said to all the Ahmadis, right? I said, do this exercise. Go to an imam in a mosque, right? And say to him, can you explain to me the aqidah of the Isa alayhi salam, okay? And what you believe, and see whether he's going to say to you, oh no, it's okay. I'm just going to tell you that he's alive. That's not what a sheikh or an imam in a masjid is going to do to you. He's going to sit you down and say, the Isa alayhi salam. What do you call it? This is the opinion of the scholars. This is the opinions of the Sahaba. This is the ijma' that he was raised alive. That he is alive. This is the ijma' that these are the ahadith that he's going to descend. They're going to explain to you the details, right? But then I said, then go the same Ahmadi. So for example, yourself, then do that exercise. Then go to your murabbi and ask him, can you teach me the details of our aqidah from Mirza Gulam?
No.
And you watch him. He's going to say to you, oh, you have to first establish that Isa alayhi salam has died. But your position is not a Zahiri position. Because if you were to argue, and I made this point yesterday, if you argue that Isa alayhi salam is only dead, we would have an issue with you. We wouldn't call you a kafir, because it would be a literalist position, which doesn't take you out of the fold of Islam. But your aqidah is not that. Your aqidah is that Isa alayhi salam swooned. And in my debate with Razi, what did I say to him, which he never addressed? When was the first time that the swoon theory appeared? It was by Gottlob, right? By Paulus, right? E.H.G. Paulus in 1828, a mere 60 or 70 years before Mirza Gulam made the claim that he swooned. So the swoon theory wasn't revelation, it was existence. And what was the basis of the swoon theory? It was to provide a naturalistic explanation of the events that are told to us in the New Testament. It had nothing to do with Allah, because it came from an atheistic position. And what happened? Your prophet took an atheistic position and implemented it into your thing. And this is why you don't believe in miracles.
Now, what do we believe regarding Jesus when he was on the cross?
You believe he swooned. You believe he didn't die. He was put on the cross. He didn't die. He came off the cross, and then he was healed by an ointment. And the ointment was prepared by Joseph of Arimathea. And then he traveled to Kashmir, where he preached to a faction of the Jews, and he lived there till the age of 120. And then he died there.
Okay, when Jesus was in Jerusalem, when he was in Israel, what was his purpose?
To preach to the children of Israel.
And how many disciples did he meet?
You believe he had 12.
So how many did he meet?
We don't know. The Muslims don't put a number on it. We just say al-Hawariyun, because al-Hawariyun are mentioned in the Quran, but the number is not.
Let's say he met 2 disciples, and his 8 or...
What do you mean met 2 disciples? Your narrative is that he had 12.
So he met, so basically he gave his ministry to 2 disciples, and his task was to go to 8 or 12 different disciples, right? So his ministry, while he was in Jerusalem, why is it that he managed to only go to 2 tribes?
That's for you to evidence. It's not for us. It's your claim, right? So you tell me.
Yeah, they believe that.
And you tell me. No. So you tell me, and you provide. The thing is, I'm trying to make this easy for you.
So Jesus,
I don't want to get involved in the details.
Okay, so
I just want to show you, right?
No. So let me explain that. So Jesus.
I want evidence.
I will give you evidence.
5.
Jesus, he was supposed to come to 8, or I think it was 12 or whatever number it was. But the 12 tribes, because he did not meet the rest of the tribes, and he only met 2 in Jerusalem. That means
that's because there was only 2 that existed.
If he did not meet the other tribes.
No. The thing is, when he was Lemon Isa alayhi salam bu'ith. Okay,
if Jesus only met 2 tribes or 2 disciples.
When Isa alayhi salam was sent to the Bani Israel,
the 8 disciples means that he did not mean.
No, first of all, it's not disciples.
lost.
Okay, so you're already confusing stuff within the history. Okay, so Isa alayhi salam, when he was sent to Bani Israel, nowhere in either the Gospel accounts or the Old Testament or the Quran or the Mufassirin have ever stated that his mission was to all 12 tribes. No one says that, right? No one says that. Why? Because the history is clear that the 10 of the 12 tribes of Israel were lost to history. They were wiped off the face of the earth, right? And then you had the two sections. You had the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Israel, right? The remaining two tribes that existed, they were the ones that Isa alayhi salam was sent to, right? Because they were still Bani Israel. However, and out of the two tribes, 12, according to the Gospel accounts, were his disciples. So you're referring to the 12 tribes and conflating it with the 12 disciples.
Disciples, yes, 12
right?
disciples, yes.
Now, see, the thing is, what you're confusing, and this is what Mirza Gulam confused, it actually goes against you, because Mirza Gulam it was explaining that each disciple was from a different tribe, one disciple from each of the tribes of Israel. But that is not historically accurate. So it is, and the thing is, subhanallah, when Allah revealed, when Allah revealed chapter 4 verse 157, it aligned with history. The fact that he was not crucified, nor killed. Rather, he was made to appear. So it aligns with history, because the Israeliyat that the Muslims use.
Made to appear what?
Made to appear to that he was crucified. And it aligns with his. He wasn't. It was made to appear so. So he was never on the cross. Okay.
He wasn't there.
So and it's historically accurate. Why? Because when the Muslims documented the Israeliyat, what did it say? It said that the likeness of Isa. So someone was put on the cross, but it wasn't him. So he was made to appear so. Right. This is the prominent theory.
Judah.
Yeah.
Judah.
Or that Judah was put on the cross. Still, any explanation that you see within the Israeliyat that comes from what we now call the Gnostic tradition is based on what the Quran says, that it appeared to be so. However, Mirza Ghulam, what he taught you, contradicts history on an immense scale, because it is well known, well documented in history, that the 10 tribes have been lost. So how can you have a disciple from each tribe? Doesn't make sense. So forget about the crucifixion, forget about being put on the cross. Before the cross ever happens, Mirza Ghulam gets it wrong. So the question to you is, that was your evidence. Your evidence is wrong according to history, according to Christian, doctrine, according to Christian history, according to Jewish history, according to the Quran, and according to the Mufassirin and what they have taken from the Israeliyat. It contradicts all the sources. So how can you say to me that Allah has given him this revelation, or that he is correct about this? You can't.
So why is it in one of the hadiths it says to Jesus, "Oh Jesus, keep on moving from one land to another"?
And it's explained. Al-Rabwa is explained, being between the regions between Misr and Dimashq. Yeah, Al-Sham. Okay, so Al-Sham is referred to. Al-Rabwa is referring to Al-Sham. It does not refer to India.
No, it said to different lands.
Different lands. Look, Egypt is a different land to Palestine, and Palestine is a different land to Syria, right? But it is all within the region of Sham. So Al-Rabwa is referring to Al-Sham, those lands. So your claim that chapter 23 verse 50 is referring to India, and specifically Kashmir, obviously we know it wasn't called Kashmir at the time, but India, okay, it's not within the scope of the tafsir.
Okay, so Jesus, when he left...
No, let's go line by line, you're going all over the place. Hold on, Muhammad. Look, listen to me. Let's go in a structured manner, okay? The first thing you mentioned to me was about the disciples of Isa alayhi salam, and that he was meant to preach to the 12 tribes of Israel. I've responded to that, and I've responded to it by appealing to history, Quran, tafsir, the Bible. All the sources are available to us. So now, Mirza Ghulam has nothing that can substantiate that. So the next one, the one I want to put to you.
My question is,
no, go on.
Jesus was a Jewish man.
Yes.
When Jesus come back,
yes,
would he still be a Jewish man?
Of course.
So when he comes, you would have to accept that Jewish man, the Messiah.
Yes.
So you're Jewish.
He's a Muslim. He's a Muslim.
No, so your Messiah will be Jewish.
Alhamdulillah.
The second coming.
Alhamdulillah.
All messenger of they were Muslims.
Yes.
All Muslims.
He's a Nabi.
He's a Nabi.
Well, why are you making it sound like being a Jew is so belittling? Being a Jew is not belittling. Most of the prophets were Jewish. Because they were Subhanallah.
So what?
You know, the way you're saying it is almost derogatory, as if like, oh, you Muslims are going to follow a Jewish man. That's the way you're putting it.
Yeah.
We are honored to be led by a Jewish man.
Yeah.
He is a prophet.
Even Mirza claimed to be Bani Israel. He
Yeah.
himself claimed to be Bani
That
Israel.
is also true.
Yeah.
Habibi. All right, I'm telling you, don't belittle the Anbiya like this. Yeah, Isa alayhi salam he is a Jew, right? And he came from a lineage of Jews.
But he became.
From a line of Jews, not a lineage of Jews, because he didn't have a father, but he came from a line of Jewish prophets, and we honor them and we praise them.
But
Okay.
he was there to change.
But he was meant to guide them back to Tawheed, right? Because the Jews, they were leaving Tawheed. Huh?
No, the reason.
No, they were.
The reason that Christ came is
It was-
to relieve them from the punishment that God had put them.
La 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 la.
La, la, that's very
No,
obvious.
because
That's-
it doesn't say. It doesn't. No, it does,
does.
no. It doesn't say that in the Quran.
It does.
What, to liberate them from? To liberate them from the
Why?
oppression of the
Why?
of the Romans? La.
No,
That's not what it says.
No, I'm
Habib.
talking about the punishment that they had. They
The exile.
They cannot eat.
Are you talking about the exile?
After the exile,
His mission was not to get them out of the exile.
that's one of the.
It wasn't one of his missions.
It's not exile, Habibi. You're not
No.
understanding
No.
what I'm saying. Maybe I cannot explain it to you.
تتكلم عربي؟
The Jews طبعا.
بتكلم عربي بالعربي.
اليهود
نعم.
كان عليهم عقوبات. العقوبات دي لما
نعم.
جه سيدنا عيسى
عيسى عليه السلام.
شال من عليهم العقوبات دي.
نعم.
بان هو خففها منهم.
انه حرم.
وانت لازم تعرف انها كلها hierarchy. يعني انت عندك Judaism came in a certain time for a certain belief,
صح.
for a certain mindset.
صح.
Okay, people now a lot
Yeah.
smarter than 3,000 years ago.
طيب ما فهمتك.
So,
ما فهمت.
that's okay. And then
فهمني يعني.
بعد كده جت المسيحية. المسيحية
المسيحية هذا جاء بعد وجود المسيح.
وبعدين بعد كده جه القرآن كله بيكمل
نعم.
بعضه، كله بيكمل بعضه على حسب المخ اللي يقدر
صح.
انت تستوعب
قدرة الشعب.
قدرة
الشعب.
ايوه فهي دي فهمته. فانت لما تيجي تقول ان جيسوس هيرجع تاني جو لازم ماتر جو
صح بس هو الان he's the one that was
انت دايركتد him to different completely different.
no, but I was like, because he wanted to ask me about Isa alayhi salam.
What is Muslim?
Muslim is one who submits to Allah.
ها؟
One who submits to Allah الذي يقول لا اله الا الله ويتبع الرسول.
بتابع ايه؟
الرسول
No.
الذي يجي لهم.
لا يا حبيبي ابراهيم كان مسلم كان بيتبع الرسول.
لا
سليمان
على العوام انا
المسلم
طبعا.
هو الذي هو بيوحد الله.
ايوه الذي
هو ده
يوحد
المسلم.
الله صح.
اوكي المؤمن هو اللي بيوحد الله ويعترف بمحمد رسول الله. ده الديفرنت ما بين
صح
المسلم
هذا الان. لا بس
والمؤمن.
شوف الانبياء كانوا كلهم كانوا مؤمنين.
لا كلهم كانوا مسلمين.
طيب خلينا احنا نتكلم بعدين ان شاء الله على هذا. طيب I'm gonna come back to you. So like I said to you, look, we shouldn't belittle the prophets, okay? Because of their ethnicity. Yeah? Yes, we have issues with the Jewish people. We will always have issues with the Jewish people. But we commend and praise the prophets that came from them. Okay?
They believe all the prophets.
So again, let's go back to the thing. So the first point that Mirza Gulam says can be demonstrably refuted. The second one is, and really the first one, the first step in terms of the narrative of death of Isa is the crucifixion. Was Isa alayhi salam put on the cross according to the Quran?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. So, meaning that where it says that they did not kill him nor did they crucify him.
Right. So no. Okay. So you
that
saw.
means is
So the thing
he's
is,
on the cross
the thing
and
is,
he's not
I can't even claim for you ignorance on the matter because you watched the stream yesterday, and I'm not saying ignorance in a belittling way. I'm saying the lack of knowledge.
Remember, that's your understanding.
It's not my understanding that Razi had to retract.
I can.
Right. Razi had to retract.
The thing is, you have to accept.
Okay. So
my
no.
understanding as well.
No. But your understanding is on the same as that.
I respect your understanding. You respect mine. That's it.
No, it's not about. It's not about respect. It's not about respect, Mohammed.
Why you
It's
tell
not
us that
about
kind of
respect.
thing?
It's about establishing the truth of the matter, right? I can agree to disagree, but of course it matters because I want Islam for you. I want guidance for you.
Yeah.
Why
Right?
don't you want it from the Christians? Why
I
don't
do.
you want it
I
from-
discuss with them.
Why don't you want it for the Jewish? Why don't
I do.
why
I
don't you
discuss
want
with
it
them.
for yourself?
I discuss with them. I do want it for myself. Why do you think I study? Why do you think I'm always trying to increase my deen and practice more?
So then how
I
can
said that yesterday on the stream as well. That I ask guidance for them and for us
then
as
how
well.
can you believe that Jesus went up alive?
Because this is what is established.
And then how can you believe?
Okay, so I quoted a hadith yesterday, right? of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is marfu' an nabi.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that there's Jewish man, right? There's Jewish, there's also Palestinian.
This
Yeah,
is what
so-
they told them.
No, you're diverting. You're
They told
diverting.
them that kind of thing.
Muhammad, look. You're not trying to understand. You're diverting completely.
world-
I'm speaking to you about your aqidah. Are you interested in your aqidah? Yes or no?
Bro, yeah, of course, bro.
Well, then let's engage on your aqidah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Right, so don't tell me about Israel and Palestine
No,
and Jewish this and that, right? We're not talking about Jews now. We're talking about Mirza Gulam, right? And his belief, right? The belief that he taught you that Isa alayhi salam was put on the cross. The word suliba means to be put on. So when it says وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ, it means he was not put on the cross. He was not put on the cross. And the source that Razi appealed to yesterday, he had to retract it because he
What
realized
does it mean? Show me.
وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ. This is from the Arabic language.
What does it mean?
Suliba, right, or salaba, it means the action, because it's a verb, right? This is fa'al. So it is the action of putting a person on the cross to die, right? There are two aspects to it.
So Jesus, what happened to Jesus?
He was raised up. So we have the authentic.
No, wait.
He wasn't put on the cross.
So Jesus,
Alright, so do you know Surah Al-Ma'idah? Why is it called the Ma'idah?
Jesus, Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salam. Don't
Yeah,
say
so
Jesus.
Isa alayhi salam,
We
yeah.
don't believe
Isa
Jesus.
ibn Maryam.
No.
Where
Yeah,
was-
Isa
where
alayhi
was
salam.
he?
Isa alayhi salam.
Yeah, alayhi salam. So
Say,
where was
say
he?
Isa ibn Maryam alayhi
Where was he? He was
Where was he when he was in
Yeah.
prison?
in the second heaven.
No. When he was on this land,
Oh, he was in the house with the disciples.
in the house.
Yeah, he was in the house. So do you know why? Okay, so Surah Al-Ma'idah, Al-Ma'idah is referred to as the table, yeah? It's a table. The table is actually in reference to the Last Supper, right? Because if you read towards the end of Surah Al-Ma'idah, it refers to the miracle of Allah bringing down the food, and then the warning was given: if you disbelieve after this, Allah will punish you in a manner that He has never punished anyone before you, right? So this is referring to the Last
Jesus-
Supper. Pay attention.
Jesus was
Pay
in his
attention.
house, and then he was.
We're not. I'm saying in a house, right? Because
In a house.
I don't know whose house it was.
So
But the Last Supper was held there, and we have the authentic narration of Ibn Abbas, which I quoted, right, where it says that that Isa alayhi salam,
was he risen like? Did he disappear or was he risen?
he was risen up
Yeah, but
through
like,
the roof.
through the roof.
Yeah, through the roof. Okay, you can laugh at it, but this is from Ibn Abbas.
Yeah.
This is from Ibn Abbas, authentic to Ibn Abbas, the one that you appeal to.
You believe Mirza is a prophet,
Yeah.
so you don't believe that.
The thing is,
that
look,
Hazrat
Ahmed,
Isa alayhi salam gone to-
There's no need to smirk or anything. This is an authentic narration from Ibn Abbas, right? And which
don't
is found in
believe
Ibn Kathir, which is found in
They don't believe that.
in the Sayyuti. No, but this is the thing.
Yeah. They don't
And this
believe
is why we need you to understand. You don't argue with us on our usul. I don't want you to pretend that you argue with us on our usul. Your usul is that whatever Mirza Gulam said goes.
Yes. Yeah. This
That is your
yeah.
usul.
Because he's a prophet.
Ah, okay, but that's not how you argue with us, because if that was the case,
He's a
no,
Ahmadi.
okay, but then argue with me on that basis. Don't talk to me about Sahih Hadith, Mursal Hadith, weak Hadith, because that shouldn't matter to you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
whether it's Hadith or Mursal, whether it's Sahih or Mursal, if Mirza Ghulam agreed with it, it must be true, right? And this is,
what it
but this is what happens with your missionaries that come onto our streams.
Yeah.
They try to argue with us as if, and this is where the deception is, as if they are arguing based on the usul of Ahlul Sunnah, which is not true. Which is why when they say inni mutawaffika mumituka, it's a mursal report. But why is it authentic to them? Because Mirza Ghulam said it's authentic, right?
Why was the Gulam
Okay, I agree with you. That is your position. I agree with you that is your position. But I want you to understand that your missionaries don't behave like this. The people that you appeal to as authority don't argue in this way. They are deceptive by saying to us that we are arguing with you based on your usul. This is not the case, because when I presented the Mursal report of Ad-Dahhak, where he mentioned that mumituka is reference to the maut of Isa alayhi salam fi akhir az-zaman, in the end times, what did Razi say? What did your missionary say? No, this is a Mursal report. Yeah, I know it's a Mursal report, but it's an explanation of the Mursal report that you're quoting. No, but ours is authentic. And look at the hoops that they try to jump to try and prove it's Mursal when they can't.
So when is Jesus coming back?
في آخر الزمان.
So day of judgment.
No, في آخر الزمان, not في يوم القيامة.
The
End times.
So it's today's end time.
We're living in this minor times, in the minor signs.
So it is the end of time.
Yeah, but he's one of the major signs.
So if this is the end of the times,
Yeah. Why is he not here? Because
Why is he not here?
because he's not part of them. He is in the 10 major signs. What we're living through is the minor signs. Right? When the major signs come, it will be like dominoes, happen one after the other.
what is a major science?
So there are 10 major signs. Come on, Habibi, come on. Do you not know the Aqidah of
I
Sunnah?
want to know from you.
Okay.
Why?
So you have the Dajjal, you have the Jassasa, you have the...
Okay, let's talk about Dajjal.
No, let's talk about your Aqidah. Look.
First, let's talk about Dajjal. Is the Dajjal here?
No, what? Like in on the planet?
Yeah,
Or
he's here.
yeah, he's here. He's on the
Mirza
planet.
Qadiani there.
The hadith of
Qadiani
the hadith of Tamim al-Dari.
What's number 2?
The hadith of Tamim al-Dari.
If Dajjal is there,
Yeah, he's chained up.
that means the Messiah should be here.
No,
Why not?
because the Messiah hasn't been the Dajjal hasn't been released.
No.
So the Messiah is meant to come when the Dajjal is.
If the Dajjal, one of the
What does that? No, what does the hadith
will be
say?
here.
What does the hadith say? Right? The hadith say that when the Dajjal is roaming the earth, the Messiah will descend.
Is the Dajjal roaming the world?
No, he's chained up. Have you read the hadith
Okay, so
of
let me
Tamim
ask-
al-Dari?
let me ask
Have
you-
you read the hadith of Tamim
Yeah,
al-Dari?
No, he's lying. He's lying.
Dajjal-
Have you read it? I'm asking you.
He's lying.
I'm giving you.
No, I'm asking you a
Yes,
specific
why?
question.
I'm giving you one hadith. I'm gonna-
No, I'm asking you about a specific, because you asked about
hadith?
Dajjal.
What hadith?
Look, I'm allowing you to digress.
What hadith are you
Look,
talking about?
and I want you. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna say something very clearly. I'm allowing you to digress from your aqidah, and what I'm telling you
Yeah,
now.
my aqidah,
No, you're not talking about your aqidah.
I am
Your
talking
aqidah. No, I'm talking about your aqidah on the death of Isa alayhi salam. The Dajjal doesn't come into that,
Yeah,
so it is a digression.
no, because we already finished it.
No, we haven't finished it. You have the swoon theory, which you have to explain. You have to explain the healing, right? And you know what? I'm gonna forego 2 of the points from the last night's stream. I want you to prove the crucifixion and survival of the swooning of Isa alayhi salam on the cross. I want you to prove that he travelled to Kashmir, and I want you to prove that he died there at the age of 120.
That's it. Simple as that.
Those 3 points. I'm taking away 2 of the points from last night.
So,
Prove that.
Okay, so because we also accept Bible as truthful.
No problem.
Some of it. Some
No
of it is
problem.
truthful, okay.
No problem.
So in the Bible it says.
I know you believe in the whole passion
No, I'm
narrative.
going to give you 2
Right,
verses
Billah.
from the Bible, okay?
Go on.
No, one verse is, it says, when Jesus, he went to Mary, and when he went to Mary used ornament
Use
to fix
Isa ibn
wounds.
Maryam. Don't use Jesus.
So it says this in the Bible. So what
Don't
happened
use
was
Jesus.
when he came off the cross, the Bible is saying that Jesus went to Mary, his mother, and she used ornament to fix up his wounds.
Do you believe that this supports your idea?
I'm answering it.
No, okay, I know you are.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Let me tell you another verse.
Okay, go for it.
Second verse is Jesus, he came to his disciples, and his disciples were sitting around a table
I agree,
while
yeah.
having a feast.
Yeah.
And they were shocked, they were surprised.
Yes.
They said, are you a ghost?
Yeah.
They said, but Jesus said, no, I have hands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
touch me.
yeah,
touch
yeah.
my wounds.
Yeah.
I know.
That's 2.
Okay.
Then your question is regarding how did Jesus get to Kashmir?
That's correct, yeah?
There is a hadith that says,
Mirza Qadiani.
Kanzul
He believed.
Umul,
Kunzul Umal.
yeah, Kanzul Umul, yeah. It says, hadith, comprehensive hadith, containing this hadith in volume 2, page 34,
Is reading. Are you reading? I'm going to ask you.
from Abu Huraira.
Are you quoting from the Ahmedi Answer
No,
website?
I'm giving you hadith.
I know, but are you quoting from Ahmedi Answer's website?
No, I am quoting you from my research. So my research.
So if I look at your
quoted-
phone, it's not.
written.
You've
about
written this down.
hadith,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is it a Sahih hadith?
Yes, it says Abu Huraira relates, God revealed to Jesus, thus, O Jesus, keep on moving from one place to another.
Yes.
Go from one country
Yes.
to another.
Yes.
Lest those shows be recognized
Yeah.
and persecuted.
Yes.
So what does it mean?
It doesn't mean India. I've already explained it to you.
But does it not mean that he went from one place to another? One
Yes,
country
and
to another?
and the
So that means
and the
he
okay.
did not only live in Israel. He did
in
not
Palestine.
live in Palestine.
We're not saying that.
So that means he must have moved out to different countries.
We agree.
Yes. But
Which
where was
countries?
Jesus put on the cross?
Which countries?
Where was Jesus written? Huh?
Which countries?
These countries.
Remember, you have to
I'll tell you
prove.
which
You don't. You, no, look, Muhammad. You don't have to prove that Isa alayhi salam traveled. That's not the question.
Okay.
The question is, prove that he traveled to a specific destination.
I'm telling you. Because Jesus, he was supposed to go to the lost tribes of Israel. These lost tribes are in the upper lands such as Baghdad, Iraq, Iran, towards Afghanistan. Then Kashmir. Kashmir was the people that used to live there. You know what they used to call themselves? The lost tribe of Israel.
No, they didn't.
They used to call themselves the lost tribe of Israel.
What are their names?
Exactly.
Well, what are the names of the lost tribes?
The lost tribes, the names, they had names, but you don't have to look at the Bible.
Why would you use the Bible if Muslims claim that's a corrupted book?
Bro,
That's a different conversation. We have
sorry.
That's all.
Do you want to keep talking?
Yeah. That's fine. We can talk later. It's not a
or
problem.
you can look at the Quran as well. Maybe.
No, the Quran doesn't mention the.
But he went to the lost tribes, so what that means is,
You have to
I think
substantiate
to myself, I mean, what I believe is, because he went to the lost tribes, and there was only 10 that were remaining, so that
No, there was 2. There was 2 that remained.
2 that he fulfilled it to 2 in Palestine or.
The other 10 were wiped out.
The other 10, no.
They were wiped out.
They were still there.
No, they weren't. There is no evidence.
That was
First of all,
reason.
there is no evidence of the existence of any Jews
So that's another,
in the first century in India.
You told me to. You gave me a question. I answered.
Yes, I know, but I'm refuting
So
that.
these are the answers. Okay.
Okay,
So,
and the last one is the 120 years.
120 years.
Yeah, that he died 120 years.
This isn't obviously because it's written by Mirza Gulam Ahmed.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Because it's written one of his books.
The liar,
That's why
the liar
it's
said
accepted.
to you believe
Okay,
that.
fair enough.
That's
No,
why
I
it's
appreciate the honesty.
accepted.
No, but I like the honesty.
Yeah.
The fact that the 120 years is simply because Mirza Ghulam said so.
Yeah.
Fine, I don't mind that. Okay. So here's the thing. I already said to you, with those 2 verses, it doesn't help. The 2 verses that you quote in the Bible, you have to understand. If you accept the verse, you have to accept the narrative and the context of that verse. And the context of that is that Jesus already died on the cross. It's when he was resurrected that he went to see his mother and he saw the disciples in the upper room.
No, basically the resurrection. What they mean is that resurrection basically.
No, don't interpret for the
After
Christians.
the cross.
Yes, after the cross, but he died on the cross.
But it's actually referring to Jesus being saved from the cross.
No.
Coming down the cross.
No.
And still having life after the cross.
No, life after the cross, but he died. The narrative is that he died on.
The wrong regarding.
No, but the thing is, if you are going to accept a text, you have to accept the context.
No, we
This is
already-
what This is what we do. No. Yes, but the truthful parts have to be based on
That's
context.
for you, bro. For us.
No, it's based on context. It's based on when we accept things.
That's your opinion,
No, it's just that's how it is.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not our opinion. This is how exegesis works. Look, Mohammed, let me finish. I'll let you explain your stuff, right? Here's the issue, right? When we accept.
Okay, let me give you another.
Wait. I'll respond to the hadith, okay? But let me say.
Use Isa ibn Maryam. Don't use Jews, that's Jesus, because the person who was put on the cross, that they believe he was a Jesus. But we believe Hazrat Masih Isa ibn Maryam. We don't believe anybody else. So when you ever talk to a Muslim, talk about only Masih Isa ibn Maryam, which is in the Quran, which is you believe died, we don't believe died. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Anyway, Jesus, don't use the word Jesus.
So look,
That's
listen.
a Christian word.
Here's the thing. The narrative. No, that's fine. The narrative that you're taking this from, right? First and foremost, like I said, the narrative of the healing, right, of his wounds or the ointment is post-resurrection, which means the death already occurred. That's not your claim. That's not your aqidah.
So you're saying Jesus did die?
No.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that the evidence that you're using to substantiate your aqidah doesn't support it.
What does this support then?
It supports the Christians.
It supports the Christians.
It supports the Christians. If you're using those verses, that the resurrection actually happened, that the crucifixion happened, that he died on the cross. Because if you're quoting,
not saying he died on the
you are by quoting these texts as the reliable parts of the New Testament, then you are lending support to their claim that Jesus did die. on the cross and that he was resurrected. Because the narrative,
You're saying this,
no, you are saying this
How?
because your narrative that you're
I'm telling
taking.
you Jesus not died on the cross, and you're telling me that.
No, you
I'm
are
saying that
because
he
when
did.
you're using the text. Listen, try and listen. The text that you're using, you are claiming it to be authentic and authoritative as part of the preserved portions of the Bible.
Okay, no,
That's what you're using,
okay, let me
right?
ask
Is
you a
that correct?
question. No, let me ask you a
Is that correct? Is that what you said?
Take part of it and leave the other part, though. Do you know what I mean?
No, so no. He's no, because he's saying like on the criteria that we believe in some parts of it.
No, but that's what
Yeah,
I'm
but what I'm saying to him is that he's taking this specific part as authoritative, but the part that he's taken as authoritative lends support to the Christian belief, which is why you are indirectly actually, instead of breaking the cross as Mirza Gulam claimed to be doing, you're actually lending support to the cross.
How?
Okay? Because you are verifying their belief by quoting that text.
I'm telling you that Jesus did not
Muhammad,
die on the cross.
I know what you're saying, but the evidence that you're using is saying the contrary, right? So that's what I'm saying to you. The second part is the hadith. I accept the hadith because that is the tafsir of chapter 23 verse 50. The part that you couldn't provide evidence for was the fact that he traveled to Kashmir. Now when you were talking about the other 10 tribes being spread out into India, there is no evidence for it whatsoever in history.
Okay, what about when the Quran, when it says Jesus, I will give you a refuge place in the spring waters of
Yeah, it's
springs.
it's within those lands.
Lush
It's within those lands.
So can you give me an example of lush ground, a land which is lush, which is full of spring water?
There are parts of Syria that are like. There are parts of Syria that are like that. There are parts of Palestine that are like that.
Kashmir. Is Kashmir
Okay,
one as well?
it's not within a rabwa. Does not.
No, Kashmir,
No.
Kashmir.
Because you're using chapter 23 verse 50, right? And the hadith that you quoted is used in the tafsir of chapter 23 verse 50. So you have to address a rabwa. A rabwa does not include the land of India.
Yeah,
It doesn't include.
We don't say, we say it doesn't.
Okay, so then it cannot. No, so then you can't say.
Okay, no, what?
Then you can't use that
Okay, look.
as an evidence.
Okay, look. If Jesus, you're saying it went from one country to another, okay? Was this before the cross or after the cross?
He was never put on the cross.
Okay, when was this then? Was it before he was risen up or after he was risen up?
Obviously before. Because what I'm saying, how's he going to travel to other lands if he's been risen up? Come on.
So Jesus...
It's basic sequence of events.
So then he came all the way back to Jerusalem.
Yeah, so. First and foremost, there is no ayah that says which country the, what do you call it? The house was when he was raised up. It just simply says where he was. He was with his disciples, right? So this is why the Mufassirin infer that he was most likely Palestine, because that's where they were he was preaching, right? The main point is that you have no evidence to support the claim that he went to Kashmir. Not from the Quran, not from the Ahadith. You quoted the Hadith, I'll let you quote it, and it lends support to us. You don't have any other Quran verse apart from chapter 23 verse 50.
Okay, but what is...
Which doesn't support your belief. And you don't have anything from history.
If Quran says it once, that's enough.
Agreed, but except that one verse doesn't say what you're saying.
Why?
It doesn't say, it doesn't lend any indication to lands outside Asham.
Okay, does it mean that it is the land of Israel?
Yeah.
So Israel is a land full of spring water.
Have you seen it?
No, that's what you're claiming.
Have you not seen Palestine? Palestine has got those lands, right? Parts of it has got those valleys and wells and, it's got these stuff, right?
So he took refuge. So Jesus took refuge.
He was traveling in order to where he wouldn't be persecuted.
And he came all the way back.
See, subhanallah. I'm going to go back on something. Right? Do you see how much you want to question us on our details? But when we come to question you on your details, no. Death of Isa. I just need to show death of Isa. No, but I want to draw your attention to this, right? Because now I'm asking you about your details, which in fairness, you're addressing. But I want you to understand that the details are important. So when the Muslims ask you for the details of your Aqidah and the evidence for the details of your Aqidah, it only makes sense. I want this to get into your head.
I say the same to you.
I agree. This is why we give the details. We say, that barra fa'awallahu ilayh is referring to his raising. We have the authentic hadith of Ibn Abbas where he says he was raised up through the roof. The mannerisms of how.
Wow. Jesus went up alive.
Naam.
Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take Jesus up alive and not Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Rahmatul Alameen, he is the best of all prophets.
Yeah.
He is the
First of all, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was taken up alive.
He was taken up
He
alive.
was taken up alive.
And he's still alive.
No, when was he taken? So you don't answer.
Yeah.
You don't ask the question. When was he taken up alive?
So Jesus is still alive.
No, when was
not alive.
no? When was look,
So
the
Jesus
death of a prophet, the death of a prophet does not diminish his status. Rasul was given the choice like all the other prophets and he chose to die. Okay? So Isa salam was not given that choice because it wasn't his time.
What is Jesus doing in heaven now?
Asleep.
He's asleep in heaven.
So the tawaffa, and this is why we say taqdeem wa ta'khir.
Jesus is not Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salam.
Yeah.
You know, they don't understand.
Taqdeem wa ta'khir.
Mirza Qadiani is a
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
no.
That's my error.
No, listen.
Yeah,
Look, inni mutawaffika wa rafa'u. Look, chapter 3 verse 5. I'm listening. Look, I'm explaining
Prove to
to
me,
you.
where does it say in the Quran or any hadith that a man can go to heaven and be asleep with the body form?
Okay, no problem. Chapter 3 verse 55. Alright. Inni mutawaffika wa rafi'uka ilayya.
So this verse now you're claiming it means
No, this
Jesus
because Allah is saying.
sleeping
No, you
in
said. Sean, give me a verse where it shows that Allah can do this. Allah is saying it Himself that He's going to do this, right? And the thing is, the word being used is in Mubarak, right? Which means it's happening later. Okay. And this is why I even said to Razi. Razi will never be able to an ayah where the Madi is being used, when it refers to Tuwaffa or Khalat. Al-Wafa will never, he can't use it. He tried it. He said chapter 5 verse 117. I was like, that happens in the future because it's mentioning on the day of judgment. We already agree he's going to be dead at that time. So it doesn't work for you. Chapter 5 verse 75 he tried to use. I said this is قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. It's referring to the other messengers that passed before him.
Okay, so why does it not say except Jesus?
The exception is there.
Where?
Okay?
Where?
So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is already saying بَرْ رَفَعَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ, the exception is there that he's not here anymore.
Show me where one of the scholars that have said yes,
Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, right, in Jawab al-Sahih. If you watched my debate with Razi, you know I brought this up already, okay? Jawab al-Sahih, Ibn Taymiyyah mentions very clearly that Tawaffa is of 3 types. Yeah? Tawaffa al-Nawm, Tawaffa al-Maut, wa Tawaffa al-Ruh wal-Badan. Those are the 3. Okay, and he even goes on to say within the same passage, yeah, that there is an exception with Isa because when he was raised, the aspect of hunger, going to the toilet, and the aspect of sleep, this all changes for him, right? Because he's in a constant state of sleep.
Okay, so
right? And he mentions, and Ibn Taymiyyah also mentions,
as well as saying there's no way in the Quran that says except Jesus, but a scholar named Hazrat
Ibn Taymiyyah. No. Ibn Taymiyyah is commenting on the Quran.
So he's the only scholar?
No, you can go to any. Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, As-Suyuti, Az-Zamakhshari, if anything, right? This is what he says about chapter 33 verse 40. Because you guys always say to us, oh, you believe in another prophet after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No. So Zamakhshari actually answers this point very beautifully. And he says this. He says, how can we believe that Rasulullah sallallahu is Khatam al-Nabiyyin when Isa alayhi salam is going to return? He asks that question and he says, and this is what I say, because Isa alayhi salam bu'ith, he was sent before Rasul sallallahu alayhi salam. So when he comes again, he is not going to be a prophet after, he is a prophet before Rasul sallallahu alayhi salam coming back. This is what Zamakhshari says. But Zamakhshari also states about the exception, right? I provide the ijma' and I show from Ibn Asakir, Ibn Athir, and multiple scholars, Al-Bayhaqi, right? So I provide so many evidences. We have a plethora of sources to prove our position, and we have a plethora of evidences that show that Mirza Ghulam's Aqidah has no grounds to stand on. So if your Aqidah cannot be held upon, Then why do you follow him? That is the question. This is why we ask you. It's not an attack on your aqidah. We're asking you to question the aqidah, to understand your aqidah in the same way that we do, so that you are guided.
To be honest,
No.
it does not make sense for any human to go up alive.
Because do you know why? Do you know why you believe this?
When Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was never taken up
He was taken up alive. He
Yeah,
was taken up alive.
Yeah,
taken up alive,
Yeah, they
and
don't
he's
believe
still
that.
alive.
Yeah.
But other human beings, and Jesus is up alive.
It doesn't matter.
and Muhammad
Matter.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is
Matter. It doesn't matter.
that doesn't make
Why
sense.
doesn't it make sense?
Because Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is Rahmatul Alameen. He's the best of all prophets.
Yes,
He's
so?
the one that we love.
So,
No?
so.
Aziz Mirza Gulam Ahmad was
What is it? The thing is, subhanallah,
I am the
Abu
son of
Bakr.
Prophet Muhammad
The thing is, you guys quote the hadith, the author of Abu Bakr when Rasulullah died,
he said
and yet you don't believe
He
in
said
it.
my Pangambar is Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
What does Muhammad mean?
My
I'm not-
messenger is Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Who?
My,
Mirza Gulam.
Muhammad, yes.
Well, okay.
No.
So no, even
He also said pray.
if I accept
He also
that.
said pray for the Sunnis because they also accept my messenger.
No,
Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi
okay, no, we don't. Okay, because what he says about
Wasallam. No, you accept
Rasulullah
Muhammad
is
Sallallahu Alaihi
disgusting.
Wasallam. You accept Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, don't you?
Yes, we do, but what Mirza Gulam says about Rasulullah is disgusting. Okay? The thing is, yeah, the thing is, a Nabi can't say that he has a Nabi. It's impossible.
No, as in he's my messenger.
But no,
Like Jesus says, like Jesus said, I am the messenger
they can't
of
mention Isa
I
ibn
am
Maryam.
next coming
See
like
that?
of Moses.
yeah, but he said I'm a prophet after Musa.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
He's not saying. He didn't say
said
Musa
he-
was my Messiah, was my Nabi.
He said yes. He said
He didn't,
words.
no, he didn't say
He said that he is
He
my
did not say that. Predecessor.
No, predecessor. Yes.
Predecessor doesn't mean the same as
He
what
was
Mirza
a-
Ghulam is saying. That.
No, but
It's completely different. It is.
basically what it means is.
Bro, no, this is
what
just
it
basic
means-
English language.
What is it?
Predecessor means
Basically
someone
what-
that came before, not that he is.
Yes, but he's taken over. But what that means is, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam, I'm saying that I am a slave to Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
No, he's a bloody liar.
Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is my messenger.
No.
Everything that I say comes from him.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, that's fine.
means
That's fine.
messenger.
Did Rasul mention about Isa Islam being put on the cross? Did Isa Islam mention about Isa going to Kashmir? Did Muhammad Islam mention about Isa
I'm a servant
Islam?
of him.
No, but you just said that Mirza Ghulam said that everything I say, Muhammad Islam said,
Yeah.
right? Incorrect. He's lying on Rasulullah.
Yeah.
And this is why it's disgusting. Because Rasulullah never, ever advocated the idea that Isa was put to the humiliation of the cross.
Never.
That
don't believe
that ran away to Kashmir. That a prophet ran away to Kashmir. And that he died at the age of 120. And the thing is,
So how old was he when he died?
Isa didn't die.
Oh, what
Isa
age was he when he was with